maternity leave, hopefully in the next year or so. We've been trying for a while now, with no result. We're not exactly ancient, and I know it will happen, but sometimes I wish we'd started sooner. We've been talking about a family since we first got married, but Mark wanted to ensure we had enough savings in the bank, just in case, as well as a healthy sum in our house fund. And although I was itching to have a baby, I had to agree with his caution. It's one of the things I love about my husband. He always puts our little family first. I suspect that's the reason he stayed at the bank for so long, despite me pressuring him to go part-time and get a degree. He loves reading, and I pretty much give my lectures twice, once at work and once at home. Let's go into the lounge. Mark leaves the kitchen and sinks into the armchair, leaving me no choice but to follow. His movements are stiff and jerky, like his muscles have forgotten how to bend. I'll give him a good back rub after we finish dinner, then stick him in bed with a hot water bottle. He could do with some relaxation after working late all last week. I spread out on the sofa, plucking a piece of fluff from my leg. It feels so good to sit after being on my feet lecturing all afternoon, although I really do need to stir those onions before caramelized becomes charred. "What's up?" I ask, flexing my toes to stretch my calf muscles. Ah, that feels divine. Mark clears his throat and shifts on the armchair, his chest rising as he takes a deep breath. "I need to leave, Anna." My head snaps up. "Leave? What do you mean?" Mark doesn't go anywhere. Neither do I, for that matter. Our life is together, here, and that's all we need. I reach into the recesses of my mind, and a memory filters in of Mark saying something about a corporate away day for branch managers. That must be what he's talking about. Is it the away day? An idea strikes me, and my mind starts whirling. You know, if it's in a nice hotel, maybe I can get tomorrow off work and come with you. We could spend the weekend there. I've never taken so much as a sick day, and I should spend more time reviewing my notes for next week's lectures. But I don't teach on Fridays, and I'm sure I can manage to escape my research and marking for a day. A smile builds as I picture the two of us, hand in hand, strolling through a country garden. And maybe we might get lucky there. Maybe we might finally get pregnant. It will be the right time of the month for me, and the more we can try, the better. More than better, actually. I think as I picture me and Mark tangled up in perfectly crisp white linen, the windows wide open to the rolling green lawns. My smile fades when I notice Mark's head shaking back and forth, like he's trying to stop my waterfall of words from pouring over him. No, you don't understand. I'm leaving you, Anna. He goes still, and his eyes lock onto mine. What? My jaw slackens, my breath coming quickly as his words try their best to burrow into me, pushing and prickling at my skin. I want to move away from them, but I'm frozen in place. Mark gets to his feet, pacing back and forth across our creaky floorboards. Every step is punctuated by a sharp squeak, and I wince. I keep meaning to get those fixed. Maybe I'll look into it tomorrow. I jerk my head. What the hell am I doing? My husband's just told me he's leaving, and I'm worrying about the floorboards. But I still can't believe it's true. It's like he's speaking another language that I'll never understand. Finally, Mark stops and sits in the armchair again. His cheeks are flushed now, 2 circles of red standing out against his chalky complexion, like a toddler who's got into his mum's blusher. Before I know what I'm doing, I squeeze into the chair with him until my body aches. That's how close I am to him. I need to touch him, to feel that he's solid and real, that we're solid and real, despite the words he's just uttered. I reach out to take his hand. His palm is sweaty, but his fingers are cold, and I rub them between mine like I have countless times in our life together. But instead of drawing me close and burying his head in my neck, breathing me in as if I'm a power source for his draining battery, he jemmies himself out of the chair and crosses the room to the sofa away from me. I watch mutely as Mark runs a hand through his salt and pepper hair, the hair that's morphed from sandy brown into this sexy version, and swallows. His Adam's apple bobs up and down.